Hello and welcome back to Pick and Place Husband 4 with the Kaiserreich mod. We are back in Brazil, where we are still planning to go National Populist and go down the Organic Empire, the Empire of Brazil, because I've been getting a lot of comments of things I should do, some saying that I should go Vargas and go the monarchist path, some saying that I should go down the syndicalist path, specifically the totalist, which, you know, not a bad idea. It's legitimately not a bad idea. There's a lot over here. But I think I want to do the Empire of Brazil because there's such good options down here. Such weird things, like going over to Africa and trying to change things over there. That's rather interesting, and I hope I can see Middle Africa break up into the many different constituent nations just because I want to see that happen. But that is what we're going to do. Some said go Democratic, which I think is up here. Definitely plenty to do in the Democratic, but not a lot in Defensive Republic. Not a lot of, like, outward expansion paths. It's mostly inward and then join the war, seek, like, British capital, seek German capital. Well, it's just a lot of capital. But I want to do it because we're Brazil. We are the eminent power on the continent. So I think we deserve some space. As for my troops coming up, yeah, I'm just going to focus down the Divisio de Infanteria, because why not? We're going to need some army units. The election, Vargas announced as Republican candidate. A popular and safe choice. I think this has already happened. But yes, he's not necessarily a Republican. He was the man who, if I am correct, he was the man who led the, what was it called? I guess you could call it the dictatorship of Brazil. In between the First and Second Republics, is that right? A popular and safe choice, of course, of course. Also learned that Otávio Mangabeira, apparently when he was a really big fan of the Americans and wanted a lot of American influence in Brazil, apparently even when Eisenhower came to visit in 1946, I'll say, he kissed his hand. There's a rather famous photo of that. So people tend not to like him. 1936, we could go for excavation, but usually a 50% bonus is very good for synthetic oil, because that is more expensive than anything else on that entire page. We should do all right. Argentina is going to be an interesting choice, because I kind of want them to stay where they are, because I do have a focus very... Oh, wow, you win. You're a Thomas puppet of Chile. Has that always been the case? I don't remember that happening. Weird. High command reforms. I have the high ground. Poland elects a new king. Whomst did it? Whomst is this king? Oh, they went for the Habsburg Lotharingian. Magdeburg courts the CGT. The left organized itself. Confess. Oh god, I don't want to pronounce that. I'm assuming that trabajo is work, so the Confederation, I don't know, let's just call it the Workers' Party, or the CGT, has gained notoriety in the past decade for organizing strikes, blah, 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 blah. Let's organize itself. Yeah, fine, whatever. You're not long for this world, Otávio. Not long at all. The PL, the PL, which is the Liberal Party, that's Whomst, the Partido Liberal Democrática. Much like the Republicans, more a confederacy of local parties rather than organization, a natural choice. But who is it? Julio Prestas as candidate. Good for them. We're going to expand the state arsenals, as you do, things I can do. Yes, that research slot is nice and important. Tenedist uprising quashed. Still don't know if quashed is even a word. It sounds right, but it also sounds much too much like quash. Magdeburg meets with the FAB leaders, anarchists and government coalition, as if. Reminds me of when there was the Tea Party. They don't exactly like the government. So we could go for the 1936, we might as well, everything else is going to be expensive anyway. And that's some good units going from basic to infantry equipment 1 is rather important. For me armies. My armies of like 5 guys. At least you have gotten a few more. Industrial leaders meet with Vargas. Different breeds, opportunity, huh? Difficulty. Several important industrials leaders. Vargas today of Sao Paulo negotiates blah 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 blah. Candidacy. Yeah, you're not getting in. You ain't gonna be a king today, Vargas. You ain't starting that new dictatorship today. You know, something that's always annoyed me, but I do understand, is the fact that Brazil is put so... No, not just Brazil. All of South America is put so high up in the world. Okay, another quash. There goes all my political power. Because, like I was saying, the equator... There's the Indo-Chinese Union. The equator for South America is right around... Well, it's at Ecuador, really. It goes right around here. But then if you go over to Africa... Equatorial Guinea is like down here. So there's a rather large difference. And they put Brazil so high up. I'm not sure how they did that. They probably like shrunk Central America a little to make room for it. If I had to take a guess. Like the tip of Brazil there should roughly fit in around Angola in height. Military engineering, thank you. And I understand why they did it. The needs of war is for industry. Establish the FAB. That's just for air doctrine. Air doctrine, not good. Not important enough. Small arms for infantry weapons. Or standardized... Also for infantry weapons, so unite the army. Logistic battalions. Yeah, lots of good stuff. But that's just warfare things. We're not going to war anytime soon. That's pretty good. This is... Ooh, what's this? On Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro. Coimbra is nominated the ED Convention. The hell? I do not know what that's about. Let's just go to the needs of war. Might as well keep going down that path. Like, I understand why they moved South America so far up, because they would have to add a very large amount to the map if they were to do that correctly. The Barroso and Dos Santos fund the festival in Sao Paulo. The AIB have funded and organized a festival in Sao Paulo. The musicians, speeches, and plenty of free food. And okay, just interrupt me. Is this even legal? I will make it legal. But hey, National Populist support comes up. Yeah, feed the people. Gustavo Dot Barroso meets with Pedro de Ranza. I cannot brag. Ansa. I'm assuming. I do not know how to pronounce the C with a little squiggly on it. I know that's in Portuguese. I know that letter is in French, but it is not in English or Spanish, and those are the only languages I have any real familiarity with. Gustavo de Barroso, a chief integralist figure and an army officer, met today with the imperial claimant to the throne, Brez of Brazil, Pedro of the House of Dat. While their meeting publicly regarded donations to the poor neighborhoods of the cities near Rio, the fact that there are likely mailing plans for the eventual integralist electoral victory. Integralism in Brazil is highly influenced by Portugal, even if being an openly monarchist party is technically illegal. I will make it legal. You know, if the integralists are monarchists, I kind of like that. If this isn't monarchianism, I don't know what is. If it ain't right, I don't know. I don't never want to be wrong. Let's see, things we could use. Things we could use still. Oh, it's October. It's time for the election. What you know? Things we could use. We could use motorized. Sounds fine to me. Angdabera reaffirms moderate stances. Of course you do. You're a coward. Vargas takes shots at the utopian fools. You sorry fools. Is this for the best? Is it? Is it really? It's time for the election. I'm assuming that they're going to give me the option. They're not just going to leave it up to the winner. Syndicalists meddling in the election. Oh, syndicalists. Government idea. Election year tensions have been removed. There we go. Federal elections of 1936. The day of decision finally arrived. All pieces are on the table, and most contentious elections of Brazil's history is about to begin. Polling station and countrywide face never before seen lies as pamphlets and cries ask for the votes across the nation. Four very different visions for the country clash in ideas in some places like Sao Paulo, literally as the now semi-regular clash of the unions and integralists dominated the news for the day, at least until the results start to come in. After the dust settles, a victor that will be the savior of Brazil emerges. Social Democrats, Gustavo Dot Barroso, and the... really? Why you gotta have the tilde above the A? Ação Integrista Brasileira. Brasileira? I cannot pronounce. Portuguese, or Brazilian Portuguese. Either way, National Populists. So, close and open. Please. Peace. Peace. There we go. Charles cursed. What? Hello, Mr. Mustache. Next election, November of 1940. Okay, okay. Casa Grande is... Okay, something was pre-published. Good for this. Good for us. For us. Elections in Italy, and who done it? The Partito Popolare Italiano. Okay. The PPI. Bad. And only National Populists. 1936 still. I don't know. What could be good? How about some infantry equipment? Why not? Infantry stuff. I'm just gonna... I know that I picked the... Now I picked you. So what's going on? What's going on here? Interesting. Oh, Tepector. Another tenantist uprising quashed. Somehow, the Shangxing Tianquo was not able to take any land, which is a little bit sad, but oh well. Let's see, things we need. Still in 236. Oh, we could get a fighter. We're gonna have a lot of rubber. Ah, there we go. Finally takes office. It takes time. The process takes time. Gustavo Dotporoso has been sworn in as president of Brazil today. In his speech, he announced the beginning of a new era for Brazil, and that will be the election that is going to define our country's future. Viva o Brasil! Politics will change. AIB become the ruling party. Public elections will not be held. Yes, no more public elections. Popularity for the National Populist up 20%, and changes all of my cabinet. Ooh, that's a... Ooh, hello there. Hello there. Are you gonna be my neighbor? Also, not a very good flag, but integralist Brazil. Meeting with the industrialists. Well, time to start working with politics. We have recently gained a mandate the masses to rule in God's name. But with yet the captains of industry of Brazil sadly remained unconvinced of our good intention regarding their future. They arranged a meeting to explain their goals to them, and to carefully lay out the advantages of siding with His Majesty's Regency, as they have taken to the mockingly called the government. The matter is, should we coerce them or negotiate with them? A simple matter. Let's take the soft approach, gain stability up for quite a while. I want to avoid the stability or take a harsh approach. Take the soft approach. You know, we don't need too much at once, and we're going to go corporatist anyway. Massive rallies, army experience. National Populist and political power gain. Yeah, that's not really going to happen. Start wooing them over. I think ensuing the military's loyalty is very important. Although technically it's just an army experience, but you know, I'm going for role play. Start working on my army properly. That'll be good. Got a lot of random army units everywhere. You, National Guard, just look out of Rio. Leftist Parliament members impeached. Good riddance, although that has hurt our stability again. I don't doubt the fact that I could win a civil war. I just need to really, avoid this area. Just focus on the coast. Syndicalists flee the country. Bye-bye. They won't be missed. Good. Get them out of here. Also, I do like the little detail that we don't have any technical border with Venezuela. This is all just completely pointless land. The farthest it goes up is this little province up here. The Roraima. And it does make sense because this area is just covered in jungle and mountains and hills. You cannot get through that area alone. Let's see. Carabina. Let's get some Carbonaro. Anybody ever watch the Carbonaro effect? It's pretty good. It's a pretty good show. I'm pretty sure it's all fake. It has the DNA of a YouTube prank channel all over it, but it's a pretty good show. It's this guy named Carbonaro. I don't know his first name. I forget it because I only watched it like a year ago. It's he's a magician and he does illusions in front of people to make them go, oh wow, ooh, American Civil War. There they go. So you cut all the way over to New York as you usually do. You've taken all your usual things, and it looks like you've taken all your usual things. Let's just make sure that I go in here and do that, and then go away, and then you. How about some Marines sound good to me. Because while I do have a lot... so would Mountaineers. Mountaineers would be really good for this jungle area. But let's see. American... Yeah, what's in my throat? American Union State. You're the closest thing I got to someone who I would actually care for winning. So maybe I should side with you, but we don't have enough troops to actually send you anything. Combined syndicalists have declared war in Middle Africa. What is this? What did you do? Middle Africa, what? They have declared war on Portugal. My home. So, we have the Portuguese Middle African War. Interesting. Civil war in the USA. Save the Union, support the federal government. Protect the common folk, support the Union State. Well, we don't care. No, let's, So, America would hate us a little bit more. But you are the false prophet. We need... I always want to help out the Union State. I want Huey Long to win one of these days. So we'll protect the common folk. Support the Union. We send 1,000 infantry equipment to the American Union State. Old ones go first. I mean, we don't really have much, so I guess they'll just take it from the Unions. National Populist, and political power. Most of this is just changing in National Populist, but I need to do all of it before I can go Empire. So, let's keep it up, keep it going. Shouldn't take too long. Middle Africa. I'm more concerned about Portugal. We can start a Lend-Lease and send them some equipment. We can send them the old ones first. Which one's the old one? It's you. I usually like to go percentage instead of like total number. Like, I don't know, 25% of our thing is fine. Support them the best we can. Send them a couple guns every day. That's all we can really do. Try to help them out. Ooh, Kingdom of Hungary has declared war on Illyria. Does that mean they have left the faction? Okay, there's no faction. There's no Danua Eriabund. And Kingdom of Hungary is... Didn't you say they declared war on Illyria? But I guess not. So, Kingdom of... Actually, Illyria is like the one that's out. It's just not bothering. Hungary's decided to declare war, and that means that we're going to almost certainly see a Danube Union, as I don't think Hungary's going to really, already, follow Washington. Rondon, and it was, he who controls Washington controls America, and unfortunately that went to combined syndicalist. Rondon's objections. Marshal Candido Rondon, am I using him? I don't think I am. You are not, yeah, Candido Rondon has always been an explorer first and a general second. He always a staunch Republican, and he's been an expedition since before the election. He has arrived back to civilization just recently. He was appalled at the prospect of return to a monarchy and is publicly condemning our government. While the man is old and not politically connected, he is very well regarded by the public, especially the military. So retaliation must be measured carefully. Take a soft approach. He stops being a field marshal, or lose stability and gain political power. I say political power is for weaklings. We'll take a soft approach. We'll be nice guys. We'll be the nice guys. Looks like Middle Africa, which, okay, I'm not sure why I use that. Yeah, you're just at war with Middle Africa. You're just at war with Mr. Goering there. So, they're starting to take over Mozambique too. We must help our old home. What was that? Serbia crowns King Alexander II. A regent or king, what's the difference? I don't know, I don't think I've ever gotten that event before. I know it's happened before, but I don't think I've ever gotten the event. I kind of sad of the series that I put out in the Indo-Chinese Union. I don't think it properly respects what the Indo-Chinese Union is all about. They're all about that Vietnam War. End of the American democracy. Oh no, he's done it. That boy's done it. He's now the military junta. We need Eisenhower to come in and save the day. So there goes the Pacific States. Oh wow, wow, they actually did it. Usually the Pacific States kind of hold that pretty well, but holy shit, what do you know? So New England exists. You're going for supporting America. Okay, church support's done. Let's do Hu, the Northern Corones. The Corones, a simple albeit influential people, and have brought for very little. The lowest are very valuable for the aspiring monarchy. The monarchist will return. Aw, no. We must come back. We must help out. So that's going to make the civil war with the integralists and everything else very much more difficult. Modify the land lease. Cancel it. Thank you. That's going to make it more difficult for them, because they only have a couple of colonies here and there now. They have Guyana, Portuguesa, and they have East Timor. They have these colonies here and here, and that's about it. We must attack for Angola. And oh, look at that. We're already at 20 minutes. Well, let's get some dispersed industry going and then cut the video there. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.